the guest of honor, the chair of the council, Professor Lea Marangu, the outgoing VC, members of the academic staff, board members, faculty, all invited guests. Good evening. It's a pleasure. My name's David Okeno. I'm the chair of the Alumni Association. Before I give a few remarks on what Professor has done to us as an institution, I would like to say thank you before I start. It is actually a formal expression of high praise for a leader who has actually been there, and you'll remain to be our #1 alumni. As much as you are retiring, you'll always be #1 on our database. You'll always remember that. Several milestones have actually been able to actually go through this particular institution. Our minds will always remember you as an icon lady who has actually transformed ANU for the last 21 years. You always did a great job by giving ANU an impressive outlook. And this particular outlook has been able to make anybody who goes through this particular institution to make the world a better place. I can't forget to say that you have always faced the leadership music. Sometimes you have danced to the tunes of these particular leadership wrangles. But what we know, these particular tunes and the hard times that you have faced, you have always been stronger to champion what is rightful for the ANU fraternity. We will always remember the key to successful leadership today is the influence. And this particular influence has been shown by you as a leader, not necessarily by authority, because you have always been an example in terms of showing us the pillars of strength that we require as the next leaders of this particular generation. The single biggest way to impact in any given institution of higher learning is to focus on what we call developmental leadership. And that is exactly what you have done. We want to tell you thank you in a special way. You have always been very gentle to us as an institution, but not forgetting that you have always been bold when it comes to matters of running the affairs of African Nazarene University. You have always avoided putting yourself before others, but you have always been a leader among men, and that is why we recognize you as the first woman professor in the entire East and Central Africa. No one has actually never knew when the going got tough. Sometimes you'd come to the university walking all the way from the main Magadi Road all the way to ANU. I know few of us know that in your office there are shoes that you have kept, that you used to toil and moil, moving in the muddy path when the road was not tarmacked. But through your efforts and everything, the roads were tarmacked. I wish those shoes will be part and parcel of the souvenirs when you come to visit you in the near future. We have learned the traits of a good character, and this character has actually been in you. You have always focused on ethics. You have always been tremendous. You have always inspired the confidence of ANU. You are awesome. This mark will always be our concept as we strive to transform the Alumni Association. We want to tell you this, Professor. This mark of character, community, and competence will always be embedded in our minds as we transform anybody who goes through ANU. I remember one time when we had a meeting with you, when I used to be the student leader. What impact will you leave on this particular earth? What have you done for yourself that will make people remember you and know that you have done something substantial to change the world? As an example to us, we want to say thank you because through the words of wisdom that came from you, we are in a position, and we want to promise you that we will change this particular world and will make it a better place. As I conclude, we will always remember this particular astute that came from you, that what begins at ANU always makes the world a better place. And because Professor is retiring, what begins at her retirement will make the world a better place. Thank you, Professor, and may God bless you. Asanteni sana.